chaibenjii4. Your acting skills is definitely superb. We gotta hit up Tyler Perry, my boy, and definitely get you a role in a movie. You deserve an Academy Award. You act like you ain't know what was going on, and that's exactly what you was supposed to do. Now, if we're just being honest, I'm really not a fan of chaibenjii4. I really doesn't like how he rap. When it comes to being a street nigga and standing on business, for the most part, I hear he's pretty solid. So let's jump right into this video.
How much time do you have to do? I ain't throwing a high. Recently, you just got out, and I heard the news from Swamp Stories that allegedly you're on the run right now for murder. How heavy is that weighing on your mind right now? Damn, he said that. He said that. But damn, I ain't never seen that. Why would he say that? Came out allegedly you're on the run for murder right now. He did a whole story on YouTube that allegedly when you got out 2 weeks later that you caught it. That's that bird. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Damn, I ain't never seen that before. That's crazy. Why would he make something up like that? That's just a word on the street. So from chaibenjii4, that's not true. Damn, hell no, I ain't never heard of that shit. I ain't even, this is my first time even being out here before. Look, I live in the Houston, Texas. I don't be out here. Oh yeah, I ain't, hell nah. It's crazy. The blogs and everybody, they're just spreading false dirt on you. Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Hey, cause I ain't never even heard that before. I'm surprised nobody never sent me that. I ain't never heard none of that before. Hey, crazy. 2024. It's a Sunday night in Oakland, and allegedly chaibenjii and his friend named Keontae are out in the field hitting lakes. Details aren't specific yet, but from what we know, they pull up to deep East Oakland, specifically 105th and East Street. This is where they spot a 50-year-old man named Lamore Payne outside the Go-Go Market. They jump out, try to get what they can get, but unfortunately Lamore is not going. So tragically, they unload over 40 times at him.
Detectives placed evidence markers next to shell casings on E Street, near the Go-Go Amigo corner store. Police say the shooting killed a 50-year-old Stockton man. Happened just after 8 o'clock on Saturday.
This neighbor, who goes by Kennedy, says he heard at least 40 rounds from his home when he was watching his younger siblings. I told my siblings to back up from the window since there was gunshots and didn't want anything to happen to the dad that you had to harm. I told him to go in the room. He says, so many rounds. The shooting just kept going and lasted for about 2 minutes. Aside from his siblings, he was worried about his father and another brother who were inside the Go-Go Amigo store buying snacks. They dug down over there in the store with the owner and stuff. Kennedy says this is the second homicide near this corner. A few months ago, he says someone shot and killed a 17-year-old boy inside the store. A store clerk who did not want to show his face says the latest victim killed on Saturday was a regular. He was a good, nice man. He succumbed by some stuff. Here and there, this was yet another senseless tragedy in Oakland. And despite Oakland police rarely solving anything, within the next months, the suspects would be named. On October 18th, 18-year-old Keontae Reed would be located and arrested, and an arrest warrant would be made for 21-year-old Makai Adams.
As you can see, Swamp Stories knew exactly what he was talking about. And what a lot of people don't know is, he gets a lot of his information from the internet, as well as people sending him things inside his inbox. You guys will be crazy if you didn't think he didn't. Some of you guys' closest homies is probably in Swamp Story's inbox, feeding him information. And he's probably paying him on the back end, you would never know. But hopefully chaibenjii4 gets out of jail and end up taking his rap career way much more seriously because he has a lot of potential. For more content like this, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe.